So in the previous class we saw the concept of objectives of investment. What are the intentions to invest? So those things we have studied in the previous class. So in today's class we are going to see the features of investment. So we'll see to that. So features of investment: when you are doing the investment, what and all things will happen, what you have to do, what are the things which will come into picture. So all those things we'll see. First one, share sacrificing the liquidity. So whenever you are doing the investment, you have to sacrifice your liquidity. So liquidity is a position where whatever money you have, whenever you want, you can use it for your purpose, maybe for your purchasing purpose, maybe for the investment purpose, or maybe to purchase something, or for any spendings you can use that particular funds, money. So that is what we'll call it as liquidity. So now that liquidity of funds, yes, so most liquid asset is cash, yeah. So or at the same time there are some types of assets are there which are equivalent to cash. Immediately you can convert them into cash. So here you have to sacrifice the liquidity of the money, because if you are going for the investment, like I'll give you an example. You will purchase a land, yeah, out of the whatever amount of cash you have in your hand. Out of that you will purchase a land. Now you won't have any cash in your hand. Now you want to purchase something, like maybe daily essentials you have to purchase, jeans item you have to purchase, milk you have to purchase. For that purpose you cannot tell him I have a land and based on that you give me the money. You cannot tell that, yeah. You have to pay them in cash. So cash is a liquid asset, so that liquidity you are supposed to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice that particular liquidity. So that is the concept what we are supposed to consider when it comes to features of investment. Then expectation of the return. So you will do the investment with why you will do the investment is mainly you want a return, yeah. In the objectives of investment I have told you, you will see the risk, and based on that return you will compare, risk return you will compare, risk return profile you will see, and based on that you will invest. Where there is less risk there is more return, where there is more return there is less risk, vice versa, yes. So that is a concept we should know. The main intention of investing itself is getting more return. So creation of more money, whatever you have more than that you want. So that's why you are going for investment. And normally returns in the form of capital appreciation, or it may be in the form of more return, more money you are getting back. So that is a concept what we have to consider. Next, involvement of risk. So involvement of risk, so risk is involved. When telling about return only I told, where there is a risk there is a return. So return is definitely, return is there. So when there is return there is risk. You have to take risk, and you should remember you have to take moderate risk. More heavy risk you are taking and you are getting less return is not worth. Whereas less return you will take, your return is average, then it is good. Less return you are taking, more risk, less risk you are taking, more return you are getting, that is well and good. So these concepts will come into picture here. Now next one is incidence of taxation. Now in case of objectives also we have studied this. Incidence of taxation in the sense, whatever return you will get, on that return definitely you have to pay tax, yeah. So on all the income you have to pay tax. So that is what is told. So that's why whenever you are investing you have to invest smartly. So you can minimize your tax incidence by investing in those avenues where you will get a return, like mutual fund, LIC, or it may be fixed deposit, 5 years fixed deposit. In all these areas if you invest you will get a deduction up to 1,50,000. So smartly you have to invest. So whenever you are investing nicely, then you can plan for the taxation. Less tax you can pay to the tax authorities. Next, capital appreciation. In some types of capital investments, you will get capital appreciation. Like for example, investment in case of land. So you will purchase land today. Your value of that land is, when you are purchasing, 50,000. After 5 years, the value of that land may go up to 2.5 lakhs. That means 2,50,000. So that is what we will call it as capital appreciation, increase in the value of the asset. Normally many assets you will get this increase in the value of the asset, mainly when it comes to land, building, so those fixed asset, gold. So in all these places you will get more and more capital appreciation. So this is a concept. Next concept we'll see, market trading. Market for trading. When it comes to investment, always there is a good market to trade your investment avenues. You have shares, you can sell them in the share market. You have debentures, for that separate market is available. So similarly, there are various types of things. For everything there is a market. You have a building, real estate market is there. You have gold, this gold jewelry shops are there. So all these things, there is market for trading. Then transaction cost. Whenever you are investing, transaction cost will be involved. What may be transaction cost? Buying cost, selling cost, brokerage, commission, registration charges, all these are various types of transaction cost. So those transaction costs we have to consider. Next, TDS. This is a concept which will come under investment, that is tax deduction at source. Normally whenever you are investing, you will get returns in the form of money. Whenever you are getting return, as soon as you will get returns, tax will be deducted at that time itself. That is deduction of tax at source. Yeah, so that tax deduction at source is a common feature of investment. Whenever you are getting return, you have to pay tax in at that source itself. At that time when you are getting return, you have to pay tax. So that concept is to be considered here. Next we will see timing of purchase and sale. Whenever you are buying and selling the products, your timing is very important. When there is demand, at that time you have to at that time itself you can sell. Where there is less demand, that time you will purchase. So purchase and selling is based on a particular timing. When you can make more profit, at that time you can purchase. When you can make more profit, at that time you can sell. When it is available, when you are getting it at a cheaper cost, at that time you have to sell. So that concept. Then last concept, passion investment. Some are there, they are investing only for the purpose, as a passion they will invest. Many people will get enjoyment through different activities. So these are those types of people who will get enjoyment, or it is their passion of investment, it gives them kick. So now you are investing, getting little money, yeah, that will make them happy. So that concept is considered here. So it is their passion, only for the purpose of passion they will invest in the share market. So that is a concept what we should consider. Now we'll see quickly, sacrifice the liquidity. Whatever you cannot, when you have invested in one particular asset, you have to sacrifice the liquidity, because money won't be in your hand. Expectation of return. Whenever you are investing only with the expectation of return. Then risk is there, more risk more return, less risk less return. Incidence of tax. Whenever you are getting the income, you have to pay tax for that. You have to plan wisely and you have to invest, so that you will get less tax. Capital appreciation. In some of the cases you will get capital appreciation, value of your investment will increase. In case of investment, sometimes you will get monetary return. Next, market for trading. All your securities, transactions, all your assets, there is a good market available for the trading. Then transaction costs are involved in the investment, buying selling cost, TDS. On your fundings you have to pay tax, you have to plan properly and you have to sell. So these are the points you should know. Yes, TDS, I was telling. Yeah, TDS, tax deducted. So these are the points you should know. TDS, whenever you are getting the returns, you have to pay the tax on that spot itself. You have to pay tax. Then later you can claim that money. So that is secondary. But whenever you are getting the funds in that source itself, they will levy tax on you. Timing of purchase and sales, I told. Whenever you are purchasing and you are selling the items, you have to plan properly and you have to sell. I have whenever sometimes what happens is, it is a urgency, it is a need, you can't do anything, but only for the purpose of making money you are buying and selling. You have to see the situation in the market, and based on that you have to sell. Now all are selling their shares, that means you are also selling, you may not get any profit. No one is ready to sell. You have the share at that time, you are waiting for a long period of time, so that demand increases. Demand increase ಆದಮೇಲೆ sell ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, so that you will get the profit. So you have to see the timings, what is going on in the market. Now it is a perfect time for me to purchase, you purchase it. It is a perfect time to sell, so you will sell. So that is proper idea. So these points you should know. Next, passion for investment. This is also I told, some people will invest only for the purpose of their passion. So they are investing to get they're not investing to get more return, or they don't want the capital appreciation, nothing like that. Only as a passion they will invest, just they like, it is a hobby. Yeah, as a hobby they will do the investment. It may be like it may give them some kick or something like that. Yeah, so all these notes I will give it to you, available, ready material is available. You are supposed to write it in your book. Thank you. So from these points and videos you need not write anything, because the separate notes I will give you. Thank you.